Hello, my name is Leah, and I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist. It's grilling season, so follow along as we learn about food safety, reducing the risk of carcinogens, and delicious alternatives to grilling meat. Grilling Food Safety 101. Wash your hands before you start handling any food, and again in between different tasks. This is especially important between handling raw and cooked meats. Switch out plates, bowls, and grilling utensils for clean ones between using them for raw and cooked foods. Don't have two sets? Wash them while your food is cooking. Finally, make sure your meat, poultry, and seafood gets up to the proper temperature for safe eating. Don't rely on color alone. Use a food thermometer to check the internal temperature of your food. Make sure your thermometer is cleaned between each use and stick the thermometer into the thickest part of your food for a proper temperature reading. Whole cuts of meat, like steak, should be cooked to at least 145 degrees. Beef burgers should be cooked to 160, while chicken and turkey burgers should be cooked to 165. Fish and shellfish should be cooked to 145. Check out the handy table on the Safe Grilling Guide handout for a complete list of internal cooking temperatures. Temperature is important even before you start cooking as well. Keep hot foods hot and cold foods cold until ready to cook or eat. Don't leave food out for longer than 2 hours, or 1 hour if it's a hot day. Think 90 degrees and above. If you have leftover grilled food, make sure to refrigerate it and enjoy it again within 3 to 4 days. Finally, make sure you clean your grill between uses to make sure you kill any bacteria that may be left on the grill. It's easiest to clean your grill right after use, but you can also clean it before using. Carcinogens in grilling. Cooking meat at high temperatures produces compounds that can increase the risk of developing cancer. These compounds are heterocyclic amines, or HCAs, and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, or PAHs. These are formed in red meat and to a lesser extent in poultry and fish. This reaction occurs when the fats and proteins in meat and poultry are cooked at high temperatures to the point of being browned or blackened. This can actually occur in all forms of cooking, not just grilling. PAHs are also formed when fat drips into the grill, creating smoke that can cover your food. The highest amounts of these chemicals are typically found in well-done meats and meats that are charred. Now, I'm not telling this to you to make you swear off grilling. When it comes to grilling, it's the dose that determines the risk. If you don't grill very often, then you likely don't have anything to worry about. But if you do grill frequently, you may want to think about taking a few steps to reduce your risk. So, what can I do to minimize risk? Trim it and swap it. Trim off as much fat as possible to avoid fat dripping into your grill. If you're grilling poultry like chicken or turkey, take off the skin. If you have a grill tray, you can use it on a slant so that the fat drips away from the food. Swap out high-fat meats for leaner choices like lean beef, chicken or turkey, and fish. If you're feeling adventurous, you could try grilling tofu, tempeh, or bean-based burgers, which are all naturally low in fat and are a great vegetarian option. Even better, try grilling fruit and vegetables. Fruit and vegetables naturally have very little to no fat, making them a great option for grilling. Additionally, colorful fruits and vegetables contain compounds called phytochemicals, which actually may help prevent cancer. Try making fruit and vegetables the main affair at your next barbecue and use meat as a condiment. Skewers are a fun way to do this because it reduces the surface area of meat that is exposed to heat and decreases the amount of meat per serving while increasing the amount of fruit and vegetables. Win-win! Wrap it and flip it. Since fat dripping into the grill is one way that carcinogens form, try wrapping your meat in foil to prevent the fat from dripping. Also, if you're grilling fruit or vegetables with your meat, you can wrap the produce in foil to protect them from the smoke that is caused from fat drippings. Leaving your meat on one side for a long period of time can create those dark grill marks which you want to avoid if possible. Flip your meat more frequently until it reaches the proper internal temperature to avoid those char marks. If you do end up with some blackened or charred areas, you can cut these off to reduce your exposure to the potentially harmful compounds. Keep that heat low and cut down on grill time. Cooking your meat at a lower temperature or over a lower flame can help reduce the formation of chemicals and keep that charring to a minimum. If you're in the market for a new grill, check out gas grills. These give you a little bit more control over the temperature of your grill. You can also obtain a lower temperature by using charcoal briquettes or hardwood chips from hickory and maple. Try partially pre-cooking your meat in the microwave or oven, and then finish cooking it on the grill. This can help reduce the amount of chemicals that form on your meat. You can also choose quicker cooking proteins like shrimp or fish, or cut your meat into smaller pieces that will cook faster. Again, think kebabs. Marinate. Studies have shown that marinating meat, poultry, and fish for at least 30 minutes can reduce the formation of HCAs. Not to mention, marinades can make for a very flavorful, tender, and moist barbecue. Remember to marinate your meat in the refrigerator to keep it at a safe temperature. The reason that marinades can help reduce HCAs isn't clear, but acid-containing marinades are the key. Take it a step further and add herbs and spices to your marinades as well. Herbs and spices have been shown to significantly reduce formation of HCAs. Herbs from the mint family have particularly shown to be of benefit. These include basil, mint, rosemary, thyme, oregano, and sage. Using olive oil as your marinade oil can also help reduce the formation of these cancer-causing substances. There are many quick and easy homemade marinade options, but if you do opt for store-bought, check the label for the sugar and salt content, which can add up quickly. And that extra sugar can also increase the formation of HCAs. If you do want to use a sweet sauce, like barbecue sauce, add it after grilling. For homemade marinades, try playing around with the flavor using fresh or dried herbs, lemon or lime juice, vinegar, and oil. And remember to discard your marinade after taking your meat out to the grill. You don't want to consume the marinade that has been contaminated by raw meat. If you do want to use some marinade for flavor after cooking, make a little extra and save it in a jar in the fridge, separate from your meat. Check out our handout called the Marinade Formula for some ideas to get started on making your own. You might be wondering, what else can I grill besides meat? Well, let me tell you, there are so many different foods that are transformed on the grill. Fruit. First of all, please note that you do still need to wash your fruits and vegetables before grilling because the heat from the grill won't clean them. Stone fruit, like peaches, nectarines, and plums, make a delicious grilled dessert, paired with a small scoop of ice cream or plain Greek yogurt and a sprinkle of granola for a lighter option. Look for firmer stone fruit because the juicier the fruit, the more sugar in the fruit, which means that it will burn more quickly, and the tender texture that comes with it doesn't hold up as well over heat. Cut your stone fruit in half, take out the pit, and lightly brush each side with olive oil to help prevent them from sticking to the grill. Keep your grill at medium heat and grill for a few minutes on each side. Watermelon is another really fun fruit to grill because the sugars caramelize for a sweet, smoky flavor. Cut your watermelon into wedges and feel free to keep the rind on. You can have fun with the seasonings that you put on your watermelon before grilling. Try lime zest, chili flakes, and a pinch of salt, but a simple brush of oil on each side also works well. Grill your watermelon for just a few minutes on each side. Enjoy alone or try pairing with fresh mint and feta cheese, or even as a salad on a bed of greens. Pineapple is another fan favorite. Cut your pineapple into rings, lightly brush with oil, and grill for 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Avocado is one that's not as common, but it's quite the treat. Cut your avocado in half and remove the pit. Lightly brush with oil, lemon or lime juice, and a sprinkle of salt. Grill for 3 to 5 minutes, cut side down. Pair with pico de gallo as a side or make smoky guacamole. Vegetables are also transformed into delicious dishes on the grill. Lightly oil your evenly sliced vegetables and grill as is or play around with different herbs and seasonings. Pause this video and take a screenshot or take notes of the estimated cooking times for vegetables that go well on the grill. These include romaine hearts, mushrooms, bell peppers, squash, eggplant, zucchini, asparagus, onions, and corn on the cob. You'll notice that a lot of these vegetables are in season in the summer, which is perfect for the grilling season. Check out your local farmer's market for other seasonal produce and try grilling something new. Some other fun and trendy foods to try grilling include grilled carrot hot dogs, grilled pizza, portobello mushroom burgers, and whole cauliflower steaks. The options are endless, so let's get grilling. Along with this presentation, you should receive handouts including a handful of delicious recipes, the Safe Grilling Guide from the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, and a handout with a basic marinade formula so you can mix and match and play around with flavors. Thank you so much for listening. Feel free to check out our website for more information or reach out to us by phone. And thank you to our sponsors, both Verdant Health Commission and Stille Valley Health Connections.